Hello and welcome back to Steins Gate 0. Last time, we've been jumping through perspectives from Okabe at the beginning to Maho to Fukabe, which is one of Mayuri's cosplay friends, who, interestingly enough, seems to have memories coming up in her dreams of all the shit that went down with Mayuri dying. Which is weird. I do recall Mayuri having that same sort of stuff going on in terms of her remembering it in the dreams, but she was there. She's the one dying. Apparently, Fukabe was there for all of this. I remember them, like, her friends just being there for some of it, like, particularly the heart attack one. But some of the other ones, now that I think about it, there's one where they're talking about how Okabe was getting all upset over it. And essentially, the only one I remember them being there for, which I just could be wrong about this, it's been a while since I've seen it, been a bit of details, the only one I remember them being there for was when, like, the farthest one that Okabe was able to push it before he completely gave up, where Mayuri was no danger around her, just heart attack. But since then, we moved over to Suzuha. Oh no, not the Suzuha from the first game. The World War III Suzuha. Suzuha, Amane, was about to run out of patience. The cause was a young man in the room with her father. Taro Hashida, aka Daru, his massively obese body was leaning forward over a computer monitor, and he had a dopey grin on his face. Finally gotten up around 11 a.m., gulped down 3 cups of instant ramen, and was now surfing the internet. Oh, Daru. Daru was one of the more annoying characters in this series. I can imagine how Suzuha's running out of patience. Wait. Fictional female freelance illustrator. She primarily does illustrations for Nico Nia video and Vocalo songs. And is mostly popular with young women. And a Vocalo producer. 2 of his videos have exceeded over 1 million views. Okay. Internet celebrities. Okay. Dude, Daru, you have someone who's like so up for that. My goodness. I'm just gonna assume Twitter is Twitter. Apparently he slept in too long, because that's the only reason he's going to miss something like that. Hey. That's what Suzuha called her father. It's who he was, after all, so there's nothing else to call him. Suzuha was a time traveler from the year 2036, and 7 years from now, he would become her father. In fact, his PC desk was covered with snacks. He cleaned it regularly, but it never seemed to make a difference. Suzuha realized she was complaining more than usual, but she had to say it anyways. And then she realized Daru wasn't even listening to her. His eyes were fixed on the computer monitor. He moved his mouse out of sight, but she could still hear him clicking it. Suzuha approached her father from behind, but the hairspray can she'd been hiding up to his neck. Whatever will he do if she uses hairspray on him? Taro seemed to think it was a gun. He stuck his hands up. Threats like this worked because he's fucking stupid. It worked because she told him that she survived the Third World War and the wars and chaos of 2036. She was ready to draw a gun and pull the trigger whenever she needed to.
Suzuha, やめてくんないと父さん怒っちゃう。
怒られるのは父さんの方。
はい、すみません。でもさ、僕の秘密の仕事知ってるっしょ？あれが結構忙しいんだよ。僕ぐらいのハッカーになると引く手あまたでさ。食事も適当に済まさざるを得ないっつうか。
Oh my goodness, you're so bullshitting.
海外のクライアント相手だと時差もあって昼夜逆転しちゃうっつうか。
I'm pretty sure Suzuha has, like, it sounds like she's here all the time, so I'm pretty sure you can't bullshit her with this.
未来の父さんもそんなことばっかり言って母さんに叱られてた。
I guess he never changes. How the fuck do they even get together? Oh my goodness.
100歩譲って睡眠周期は仕方ないとしても、これ以上健康を損ねるような食事は許容範囲外。即刻中止すること。いい？
だけど仕事もそうだけどタイムマシンの研究が大変なんだ。癒しが欲しいんだよね僕。
Oh, do you actually have him working on that? Okay, okay.
そうやって言い訳してすぐだらけようとする。甘えてるよ、父さん。
Suzuha was always amazed that her dad managed to survive the future's wars. So am I. Oh my goodness, he seems like one of the first who would die, if just from starvation. But since the time machine research would affect the future, and eventually Suzuha's very presence here, she couldn't tell him to stop. Even after Taro Okabe stopped coming to the Future Gadgets lab, Taro kept working on the time machine all by himself. Suzuha never said a word about it. If she did, it might create a time paradox.
タイムマシンを作るのに未来から来たタイムマシンを精査しちゃダメだからね。
Aw, why not? She decided to warn him again.
分かってるよそんなこと。でも時々自信なくなるんだよね。僕本当にタイムマシンなんて作るん？
I mean, if you base it off of the microwave, the D message stuff, whatever they were called, D something, I forget. D-mail, that's what it was. Do you still have that in this universe? I know the primary issue was with CERN learning of it. You guys still had it made though.
当然だよ。しっかりして。
はい。
Suzuha took the hairspray can off his neck.
てっきり銃だと思ったらなんというハッタリ。父さんを騙すなんてひどいよ。
Cause you're stupid.
次は本物使うからね。
それマジ勘弁。
Oh boy. Suzuha put the can of hairspray back on the shelf. It was something Taro Okabe had left here when he lived in the lab. Still here since its owner never came back from it. The hairspray. Did Okabe use hairspray? Huh.
漫画とかゲームだとさ、父親を叱る娘ってのはもっとこう燃えるんだけどな。
No.
鈴葉、ちょっとさ、もうダメだよパパって言ってみてくんない？できれば甘やかすような口調で。
Oh god, hit him. Please hit him.
なんでもないでござる。
Her dad shrank from Suzuha's glare. Suzuha sighed loudly and dropped herself onto the sofa. She leaned back against the headrest and stared into the ceiling, then closed her eyes.
どうしたん？
なんでも。
隠しても無駄なのだぜ。鈴葉の何でもないってのは話を聞いてほしいって意味っしょ。
We got that one right.
ほら、話してみるといいよ。
Well, Daru's at least not completely an asshole. Daru sounded very serious. Suzuha's eyes went wide for a moment, but then she realized.
そのセリフ、この前プレイしてたギャルゲーにあったよね。
Please hit him. Please hit him.
それでフラグが成立するんだっけ？
She'd been living here for about 3 months. She was starting to learn a little about Akihabara's culture, circa 2010.
父さん、間違っても私を落とそうとか思わないでよね。
Oh God.
ねえよ、実の娘にそんなことしないって。
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
本当かな？未来の父さんはちょっと怪しかった。私が思春期になってからもよく一緒にお風呂入ろうって誘われたな。
何それ怖い。
Yeah, it is.
私は軍属だったし、父さんはタイムマシンの開発に追われてたからいつも一緒にいられるわけじゃなかったけど、とにかくベタベタしてきたよ。鬱陶しいくらいにね。
Her dad looked honestly depressed, and she realized that she'd gone too far.
父さんはさ、いつも私に言ってくれてたよ。ここは最低最悪の世界線だけど、私が誕生したことだけは最高だって。私、未来の父さんを失望させたくないんだ。だから、絶対にオカリンおじさんを説得しなきゃ。
大丈夫。失望したりしないって、絶対に。
そうかな。
うん。
けどね、おじさんはどうしても話を聞いてくれないよ。
Well, how much does Daru and them actually know about his relationship with Kurisu?
このままじゃおじさんは過去へ行かない。マキセ・クリスを救出しない。シュタインズゲートにも到達しない。
Steins Gate. That's the name of the mysterious world line her dad had told her about in 2036, while World War III might not occur. Leading Rentaro Okabe to that world line was her mission. But right now, it wasn't going too well. Suzuha had come to 2010, just like the mission had called for, and she succeeded in sending Rentaro Okabe to July 28th. But then he failed, and he wasn't going to try again. Every time they met, she tried to convince him, but who knows if her words were having any effect.
結局、第三次世界大戦に世界線は収束して、大勢の人たちが殺戮される。それを変えるために私は来たのに、何もできない運命なのかな。
Suzuha had something else she'd had to do here in Akihabara in December 2010, besides convincing Rentaro Okabe, and it meant she was running around every day. The exhaustion was starting to take its toll on her. During the war, she'd been able to keep herself sharp at all times, and this level of exhaustion wouldn't have meant anything. The relaxed atmosphere of 2010 was actually making her realize how tired she was. She's feeling very sleepy right now, actually. She was surprised at how willing she was to fall asleep in such an undefended position, but she didn't think she could beat the temptation. Then suddenly she felt something extremely cold on the back of her neck. She snapped awake in an instant. What did you do, Daru? Moments after that were lightning quick. She jumped up and slid behind the massive body in front of her, which obviously belonged to Taru, then grabbed his arm and twisted it as she dropped into the floor. She went to draw the gun at her hip, and her hand swiped through empty air. And she came back to reality. Her gun was hidden. She wasn't carrying it. This was in 2036, where guns were probably a lot more common in Japan. 2 cans of Dr. P clattered on the floor. That must have been what he put on her neck.
何するの父さん。
さっきのお返しだお。
ぼーっとしてたから危うく殺しちゃうとこだったよ。そういう訓練受けてきたんだからシャレじゃ済まないんだって。
わかったから話してくださり。言いたいでござるの巻。
まったくもう。
Suzuha let her father go. Atara rubbed his arm and stood up and grabbed the cans of Dr. P off the floor. He offered one to Suzuha.
つかさ、諦めんの早すぎだろう。もうちょっと頑張ってみるのだぜ。多分オカリンは疲れて眠ってるだけだから、今みたいに冷たい毒ペでも首筋に当ててやれば飛び起きるんじゃね。なんせほら、あのオカリンだし。
She realized her dad was trying to cheer her up and nodded. Then she heard footsteps coming from the stairs and some slightly off-key humming. Their eyes met. Just the sound was enough to tell them who it was.
隠れろ、鈴葉。
オキドキ。
Suzuha moved fast. Maybe even faster than when she knocked her father to the ground. She quickly and silently jumped behind the curtain that separated the lab's development room from the rest of it. Just as she hid beneath the desk, there's a knock at the door. Suzuha knew that voice, of course. Sounds familiar. It was her mom. Okay, I did just hear it last time. Okay. She could tell from the noises that she was making her dad was panicking. There's another knock.
はいはい、今出る。
Tara went to open the door. Suzuha took a deep breath and concentrated her mind. She remembered the time she'd spent 3 days and 3 nights on the battlefield with no food and nothing to drink, constantly aiming her rifle at the target. She erased away any trace of her presence and that could give her away. Her breathing started to become shallow. Dad, don't screw this up, okay?
Amane氏、今日はMayushiと待ち合わせ?
Tara came back into the room with the girl.
はい、お料理の特訓をすることになっているんですけど。
She could hear plastic bags rustling. She must have brought the ingredients.
Mayushi 来てないんだよね。
そうですか。ちょっと来るの早かったかな。
Yuki Amane. Just as the name Amane suggested, she was Suzuha's mother in the future. In other words, the two of them in the other room were supposed to get married.
まあ、約束があるならそのうち来るんじゃないかな。
待っていてもいいですか？
もちろん。ここで料理もするんでしょ。
はい、橋田さんもぜひ味見してくださいね。
Mayushiのはあんまり食べたくないよ。
大丈夫ですよ。まゆりちゃんすごく上達してるんですから。
へえ。
Tara was clearly nervous. As far as Suzuha knew, the only girl he acted that way around was Yuki Amane. Suzuha and Mayuri were practically family, and he got along fine with big sis Ferris, Nyan, who worked at a maid cafe next door. Next door? Was it that close? I don't think it was that close. It was near them, but it wasn't that close. Whatever. So it wasn't that he didn't know how to act around girls. But for some reason, he always acted different when she was around. Maybe it's because he knew. Maybe because, he knew that's... Well... She told him that Yuki would be his wife someday. Still like to do anything about it now, but maybe that was a mistake, she thought.
今日は妹さんはお留守ですか?
Wait, she doesn't think Suzuha's his sister. Does she? After suggesting that Atara would prefer...
あ、うん。
そうですか。
Taro Hashida's sister was none other than Suzuha herself. Around the same time Suzuha started spending all her time in the lab, Yuki became friends with Mayuri and Ataru, began visiting more frequently. Which meant that avoiding her was almost impossible, and so she was forced to tell Yuki that she was Ataru's little sister. But still, she wanted to keep contact to a minimum, in order to keep Yuki from finding out somehow. That was why she was hiding.
そうそう。どうです？この服。この前買ったんですけど。
So this must be happening like immediately after the Mayuri stuff. Because she was wearing that during that whole thing, so she must have just bought it that day or something. Or really soon before that. Maybe she means like in the past. Whatever. I'm going off on stupid stuff now. Yuki showed no signs of noticing Suzuha. She was twirling around in the center of the room as if she was at a fashion show. Yuki was a cosplayer, and wanted as many people as possible to see her dressed up. Mayuri had told Suzuha that once before. In fact, Yuki and Mayuri spent a lot of time complimenting each other's outfits.
うん、いいよ。すごくいい。
本当ですか？
うわー、天使来たこれって感じ。
ありがとうございます。橋田さんもおしゃれしましょうよ。ちょっとだけ痩せれば結構素敵だと思うな。
A tiny bit, eh? You know, I wonder, World War III, all that stuff. Will Daru stay so fat?
はははは。
私、本気ですよ。
おう。
Ataru Hashida and Yuki Amane. As she listened to their awkward conversation, Suzuha remembered the last time she said goodbye to her dad. Oh, so many memories in this. I'm not really sure where the story's going, but there's a whole lot of... There's a whole lot of different, like, random stuff that they're talking about and stuff. One of the bridges on the south side of Akihabara. Okay.
ということは、ここが発見されるのも時間の問題かな。あらかじめ流しておいた偽の情報も効果なかったか。
急ごう。
おう、開けるぞ。
すごい。こんなところに扉があったなんて。これなら誰にも見つからないね。
Okay, so Mayuri's in the future, which means the chances of her dying again very low, I think?
そう、中へ。
I think.
ここって。
Oh. Oh, right. I keep forgetting to mention it, but like in the opening, there's like this small girl that looks like Kurisu. There she is again. Okay. She hasn't come up yet, but it's like she obviously is going to be important to this in some way or form. I wonder if it's like Amadeus put in a child's body or something. They were talking about the tricks of putting it back into the body. The room was almost totally bare, covered from top to bottom in soundproofing materials. Not only were there no windows, there wasn't even a door to the hallway. The building they were in was once a symbol of old Akihabara, for it was almost entirely destroyed by an air raid during the last days of the Third World War. Only a few people knew about the secret room inside it. The biggest reason it was a secret was the silhouette of what looked like a satellite sitting in the corner. Oh, right. Right. The time machine looked like a satellite. Because it looked like a satellite was in the side of the building in the first game. Kagari. That's not Mayuri's name, right? Suzuha spoke to the little girl clutching Mayuri's hand. Most of the children in this era had skin inflammation somewhere on their body from all the radioactive rain, but she didn't. But she's so much more younger than Suzuha even. So her birth of this child, whether it's related to Amadeus or not, would have to be well into the future. Her name was Kagari Shina. Shina. Oh, okay. Her registration form said she was 10 years old, but no one knew if that was true. She was an orphan who lost her parents in the Tokyo air raids when she was a baby. Nobody even knew her birthday. The name Kagari had been given to her by Mayuri, who had been working in a child welfare center that had taken her in. She took it from the word Kagaribi, meaning bonfire, in hope that she could be a light even in these dark days. It had been 4 years since Mayuri had adopted her, and her name on the registration had become Kagari Shina, which is Mayuri's other name.
綺麗だね、ママ。そうね。
Suzuha mentioned for the Shinas to step back and put her right hand and right eye up to the time machine sensor. The biometrics check cleared and the hatch lid open, which basically just means that they're measuring different parts of the organism, stuff like eyes or hands or whatever. She went inside and fastened herself into the seat.
これほど長時間の有人ジャンプは初めてだが、技術的には全く問題ない。これまでのテストジャンプ通りやればいいからな。
オーキードーキー。
Suzuha began to flip switches. Okay, oh wait, Ataru's still obese. Okay, he's still obese. Okay, that confirms it. He still finds food somehow. I find it interesting how Mayuri looks like she has like the same outfit as she does today. Suzuha began to flip switches, working her way through the startup procedure. She practiced it hundreds of times in preparation for this day. The faint rumble from the machine began to get louder.
データによれば、昔のラジカンはちょうどこの場所が屋上になってる。ただし、高さが1メートルほどずれてるからな。着地するときに衝撃があると思う。
Right. Oh, and there's also the... Right. Okabe died before this, right? He died like... He gets like assassinated or murdered or something like that.
了解。
Time machine can move through time but not space. To arrive at the radio building more than 60 years ago in the past, she needed to launch from right here.
トラブルが起きても冷静にな。トレーニングを思い出せばいい。
大丈夫だよ。私は父さんのマシンを信じてるから。
Her words must have meant a lot to him, because he stuck out his lips towards her. She squished them back with her hand.
気持ち悪い。
悲しいな。鈴葉は父さんが嫌いかい。
Oh my goodness.
父さんがやるとなんか下心があるみたいだから。
いくらなんでも娘相手に下心なんてねえよ。
Oh, but you know exactly what she's talking about.
最近母さんに似てきたハスハスとか言ってたのはどこの誰？
Her mother wasn't here. She'd become a victim of the war, brutally killed by the peacekeeping squads. Oh, that's... Squads. That's not great.
冗談を真に受けないでくれたまえ。
なんだ、冗談だったの？
Suzuha's voice sounded kind of disappointed. She set the destination for August 13th, 1975. The first mission was there.
これでよし。それじゃあ父さん、マユ姉さん。
She's about to say her goodbyes, but then... Suzuha drew her gun from her holster. She's about to get out of the time machine, but her dad stopped her.
ダメだ。さっさと飛べ。
でも父さんたちが。
俺たちのことはいい。早く行け、鈴葉。
そんな、だって。
マヤシ、係ちゃんを。このマシンにはもう一人乗れる。
Ah. That's new. Iri and Suzuha's father picked up the stunned Kagari and stuffed her into the time machine.
すずちゃん、 Kagari, お願い。わかった。
If Suzuha's mission succeeded, the world line would be rebuilt. Most likely that the present Kagari would cease to exist. It might be pointless to send her. Even so, Mother wants her child to live. That's how Suzuha's mom was too.
Mama.
Kagari finally seemed to understand what was going on. She called out to her mom.
大丈夫だよ、かがりちゃん。すずちゃんが一緒だからね。ダメ、ママも一緒じゃなきゃダメ。過去へ行けば昔のママがいるよ。今よりずーっと若くて、かがりちゃんびっくりするだろうな。
Mayuri handed Kagari a tiny keychain. It looked old. May have been a brightly colored green once. Might have been a brightly colored green once, but now it's completely faded.
ママがずっと大切にしてきたウーパのキーホルダーだよ。かがりちゃんにあげる。大事にしてね。
Not metal one. Or the... It was a green. Didn't she get the metal one in this timeline? Technically. Once it was pressed firmly into Kagari's hand, she stepped back. Mayuri was smiling, but weeping at the same time.
いや、行きたくない。ママと一緒にいる。ママ、ダメ。かがり、おとなしくしてなさい。
Kagari fell silent immediately. Even Suzuha had never heard Mayuri use that tone of voice. That's how harshly she scolded her daughter. Kagari was quietly weeping, unmoving.
閉めるぞ。
This time, the hatch really did begin to close. Inside of the machine, and the outside of it. The two worlds were about to be completely cut off from one another. Whether Suzuha's mission was successful or not, she would probably never see any of them again. You're going to 1975 first. And I think because this is supposed to be based on the actual time, so then she goes until around the year 2000? Around the year 2000, I think. So maybe she gets like left at some of those times.
絶対に諦めるな、大バカ野郎。ってな。
オキドキ。
And then the door was sealed shut. Mayuri and Tara's voices disappeared along with the chaos outside.
父さん、大好き。
She whispered towards the door, now sealed shut.
行くよ、かがり。過去へ。
She booted up the time machine.
橋田さん、掃除機はどこ？
And so the memory ends. Man, what happened to Kagari then? Oh my goodness. Because okay, so she definitely went to 1975. She just said that. She went to 1999, right? In America, right? Or whatever, because this is supposed to be the John Teeter that is like our world. This World War III world is supposed to be like our world, while showing up in Japan at a different time was different because of the certain timeline or something else along those lines, right? I don't think I remember any other stops she had, so. And Kagari definitely wasn't there when she found Okabe and brought him. Suzuha snapped back to reality. Yuki was getting closer to the development room she was hiding in.
そのカーテンの危な
この奥？
ああ、僕が持ってくるよ。
Ataru motioned for her to stop and quickly slid into the room. As he reached down to pick the vacuum off the floor, his gaze locked with Suzuha's as she hid under the desk.
バレないようにしてよ、父さん。
オーキードーキー。
ありましたか？掃除機。
あ、うん。
Evidently, Yuki was trying to be nice by cleaning up. The place was pretty messy right now. Knowing Yuki's personality, Suzuha could imagine she'd want to clean it. Ataru grabbed what looked like a vacuum cleaner off the floor and left the development room.
何ですか？それ。
未来ガジェット5号機。
Wait, what did the tip call it? Once again, I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Future Gadget number 5, the future gadget of your dreams, made by connecting the dryer and a vacuum. It uses the exhaust from the vacuum in the dryer. The name comes from the famous anime about the Phantom Thief, Lupin's III. So many pointless fucking things. Oh my goodness. Okay, the Upa thing doesn't mention exactly what Mayuri got.
分解すれば普通の掃除機として使えるはず。
お掃除するための掃除機なのに、分解したらかえって散らかすことになりません？橋田さんって頭がいいのに時々うっかりなことしますよね。
そうかな。
でもそういう人の方が私好きだな。
なんだと
Ho. Ataru starts to panic again in Suzuha's side.
ただ生活については見直した方がいいと思うんです。お部屋の掃除はできれば毎日した方がいいですよ。ここ特に埃っぽいですし。
You know, I'm looking around my room right now, and maybe I should clean. You make a fair point, Yuki.
それだけじゃありません。食事のこともそうです。今日もカップ麺だったんでしょ？
See, I don't eat instant ramen, even though I'm poor college students. I don't have to eat that. I'm not that low. It's not out of laziness either.
なんで知ってるん？
お台所に食べ残したまま放置されてます。
なるほど。
それにお菓子もこんなにたくさん。食べ過ぎだっていつも言ってるのに。
一応気をつけてはいるのだぜ。
No, you don't.
一応じゃダメです。あんまりカップ麺やお菓子ばかり食べてると病気になっちゃいますよ。あと少しは運動すること。
Yuki and Amane was saying the exact same thing that Suzuha had just said. They really were mother and child, perhaps. Suzuha was just beginning to feel a little homesick when she sensed another visitor approaching. Oh my, the door to the lab opened and a greeting she heard many times before resounded throughout the room.
ごめんね、ユキさん。ちょっと遅れちゃった。
It's Mayuri coming to see Yuki. But there's another presence there too.
mayuriちゃん、こんにちは。Okabeさんも一緒だったんですね。
Something might go down. So that might be a good excuse to stop for the day. And I can actually end on time for once, maybe? Okay, so I'm mostly confused about Kagari. She looks so much like Yurisu. It's not just that, it's not just the hair, it's the hairstyle. I didn't get a good look at what her eye color was, so maybe that's similar too. I guess Kurisu has a little bit more of like a little mopey looking face where everything looks like it's tilted down a bit more than Kagari did. But she did have a bit of a focus too in the opening, so there's no way she's not important. Suzuha didn't address at all what happened to her. They're just like teasing like, ooh, something important's there, and you have no idea what it is. I'm not sure. My best guess is that, well, the fact that she's not here doesn't make me think that she's like an important part of the plot at the moment. Or just no one's mentioned it for some reason. That would be really fucking convenient. Yeah, I guess that's all I have. I don't know, maybe she got left in one of the times before. She was 10. And it was in 2010 that, or it was in 1999 that Suzuha would have been in America, right? I might be mistaken about her being in America. She did say that it doesn't move through space too. So, or maybe she's just on American forums or something. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Maybe someone else came back. Trying to remember all these little details. Trying to put together a theory. It's hard. It's hard. Oh well, that's all I have for you guys today. See you next time. Drive safely, everyone.